What's going on, guys? It's Wyatt with Tri-State RV here in Illinois. We're in the 2020 Sabre 36 BHQ. We're just going to do a little walk around in the living room area. So in the back you do have the, this is the hide-a-bed couch, and how that operates, you just fold or take these two cushions off, you can lay them to the side, and then this bottom piece here is actually just going to pull and fold out. Once you get that done, there is a backer behind these cushions that'll fold flat. Use the cushions as pillows, and then that'll make the bed. You got your easy up blinds. You got one over here too, and one right here. You have USB and 110 plug-ins on either side of the window. Lights here, lights up here, both push button. Overhead storage, and the light switch on these actually hides under the bottom, so have to look for them there. Over here to this side you have the dual recliners. This one has heat, light, and massage. So you have just one heat setting, you have lights that light the cup holder up and under the footrest, and then you have 3 massage settings. So you just press the button there to operate those. There are tabs between the cushion and the arm there that you pull, and that will recline it back. Same style lights, they're push button. Same style blinds, just roll them up. Same style light here. With the dinette, the table itself is screwed to the floor, so you don't have to worry about it going anywhere. The chairs though, however, you see like on this one, you do want it strapped down before you transport it, so you will want to make sure to do that. And then again, lights up here, same way, push button. So all the lights on the slide and everywhere like that are going to have buttons instead of an actual switch. Just going to take a look at the entertainment center. So first thing here, you do have 3 storage cabinets. They're deep, about 2 feet deep, so you have plenty of room to put your stuff there. TV, that's a 39-inch TV. It folds out. You pull this tail here, and then it will pull out. You have storage behind it. Pulls out and swivels, so no matter where you're sitting, you'll get a good look at it. And then when you're ready to push it back in, just push it in, it'll lock, and that's it. The radio, so it's indoor speakers, outdoor speakers, AM, FM, Bluetooth, USB. It's got all the bells and whistles. And you can see the indoor speakers will be up on the ceiling. The outdoor speakers will be out there on the face of the main slide out here. And then down there on the bottom you have your fireplace. It has a low heat setting, a high heat setting, or no heat if you just want it for the look. You have 3 different colors. You have a timer, so it goes from 30 minutes to 5 hours, or you can have no timer and then your power button. I'm just going to take a look at the kitchen area, pantry, all that. So this door here, you open it up, that is the pantry. You do have a light in here on the top that you can flick on if you need some extra light in there. And there's 3 shelves to it, and then the bottom down there on the floor. Tinted glass here. Back up, you got cabinets here next to the microwave for extra storage. This is a standard microwave, it's not convection or anything like that. And then it's got the stainless steel surround on it. The vent hood too, low profile stainless steel. It's got a fan and a light on it, so you have both there. The stove on this one, glass top, it's a Furrion too. So when you're traveling with it, make sure the glass top's always down. It's got lights around the knobs. It has lights on the inside, and you operate those with the little push button here. To light it up, you just turn your burner on, use your igniter here on the left, spark it, and the burner will come on. And you're going to do the oven the same exact way. You have a storage cabinet down here under the stove too that you can use. You have the big residential Hisense fridge, stainless steel again. It's got the LED display on the front of it. It's a double freezer, so there's not a crisper drawer, it is a double freezer. It's got the little rubber locks for your traveling. And then it also comes with an ice maker in the very bottom drawer, so you'll have that when it gets there. So we're just going to take a look at the island in the 2020 Sabre 36 BHQ. The sink and the faucet both are stainless steel, so looks good there. It does come with a cover. We'll put the cover under the bed in the master suite up there. It's got a rubber stopper on it, so you can leave this on traveling too if you want to, and that'll keep it from coming off. As well as on the other side here, you're going to have USB plug-ins and your normal 110 plug-ins. Alright, so we're in the bunk room of the 2020 Sabre 36 BHQ. Over here, this bunk, you can see it'll unpin from the wall and fold down so you have a spot to sleep there. You have a jackknife couch here. Just pull your cushions out and fold it flat down just like that. And then it does come with an extra mattress under that couch. Your cold air return for the furnace is back here. That's what this one is. And then you have a furnace vent down there too, as well as a normal plug-in. And then here to the left of me, you have a spot set up for TV if you want to put a TV in there. You can put your mount in there, and then it's got your antenna hookup, your power hookup, and then another USB hookup all right there. We're just going to look at some of the switches and controls right here inside the main entry door. This top one here, these are just gauges. So they're tank gauges for your gray tank, your black tank, your fresh tank, and then you have a gauge for the battery as well. You have to the right here this red switch, that's the water pump switch. The switch to the left is the gas water heater switch. These three down here are all light switches, as well as these two over here. You have your Dometic thermostat that operates the furnace and the AC in the back, the main AC. You have your awning button here. You hold up to extend the awning out. You hold down to retract it back in. Is same way with the slides. You have these two slide buttons which do the dinette slide and the kitchen slide. You have a button right here that does the slide in the bunkhouse. And then this panel down here is your Lippert panel for your leveling jacks, and I will get to that in a different video here in just a minute. Up top you got your bunk, so you can sleep someone up there. It does have a ladder that folds out so you can get up there. Storage cabinets here, and then you have your fuse panel and breaker box down there on the very bottom. And we're just going to explain the leveling a little bit. So all you got to do, hit this button down here to turn it on. And you have My RV and you have leveling. My RV is troubleshooting videos. If you have any questions on how to work the system, you can go over there. You hit leveling, it's going to pop this up. Here to the left you have extend and retract. You can press on them. Those are just quick accesses to raise and lower the front jacks, basically is what that is. You go over here, you can scroll info. If you hit enter on that, that is just, it's going to give you information on the angle you're sitting on, the name of the system, then how far you are from level in inches instead of degrees. Go back. Auto retract, what that does is if you're already leveled, you hit that, that's going to bring the back jacks up, that's going to bring the front jacks up, it's going to retract everything. Go down to manual mode, what that one does, you can go to manual mode, hit enter, and you can extend or retract each individual jack on the trailer from right here. And that's basically what you use that for, is if the auto level fails and you still need to get the jacks down and get it somewhat level to camp it right at that moment. So what you're going to do there, just run the jacks down, and you want to get all three of these numbers as close to 0 as possible, and that's going to get you level right there. But you can extend or retract each individual jack. And you go down here. What you're going to do here, that's the auto level. So after you unhook it from the truck, you get where you want to be. You come click this on, hit that auto level button, and it will go ahead and auto level itself. And you just sit back and watch it work. But you don't want to be moving around too much, and you don't want to do anything too sudden until it gets done. And the auto hitch, what it does is after you're already leveled, you hit auto hitch, it's going to bring the back two jacks up and leave the front ones where they are, so you can operate the jacks to the height they need to be to get them on the truck. So we're in the bathroom on the 36 BHQ. On this one you do have a porcelain toilet, so that's actually porcelain. The lid and everything is still be plastic, but the bowl is porcelain. It's a foot flush. The shower door is sliding glass. There's 3 panes of glass on there, and then it does have the travel lock, so you want to make sure that's locked when you're traveling with it. Hot and cold on the shower. It's a plastic shower head. Pretty standard stuff there. Over here, all your light switches. So you got 2 light switches, and then this one on the very left does the vent fan up top. Your main GFI outlet here. So that's going to be the main one for the outlets on the inside. So if you ever have outlets not working, that's where you'll come test them and reset them at. And then your sink here, your medicine cabinet, and you got a little bit more storage down there on the bottom. Alright, so we're in the bedroom on the 36 BHQ Sabre. Thermostat just like the one down there. This one's going to operate the AC up here. It does have 2 ACs, so you have that one. Your inverter right here. What this does is this operates whether you run the fridge off of the 110 power or the 12 volt power. So once this light is on and you unplug from your 50 amp shore power, the fridge will still run. It'll just be on 12 volt off the main battery. Once you plug back in to your 50 amp power, you switch this off. That'll switch the fridge from your 12 volt power back to 110. You have your slide button here, so you hold up on this one, it's going to run the slide in. You hold down, it's going to run the slide back out. Light switch here, and then you have the power bed control over here too, where you can move it or lay it back down. Alright, so the 36 BHQ is also in the bedroom. It's set up for another TV. The backer is right here on the wall over the dresser. It's got an antenna hookup, power hookup right there. In the closet, it's set up for washer and dryer. So the dryer goes on the driver's side. The washer goes on the passenger side. Everything is set up. It's set up for a ventless, but you can drill a vent hole and put a vented one in it. It's got a light in it, spot to hang your clothes. And then these barn doors do come together, and they have a little snap lock that'll keep them from rattling around or bouncing around when you're driving. So we're on the outside of this 36 BHQ. I'm just going to show you a few things, show you how the steps work, storage compartments, stuff like that. On these steps, you're going to want to open the door as far as you can get it, all the way back. And these steps are just going to pick it up and sit inside the door. The door will close back over, and the handle flips over the door, just like that. You can see we got your awning out. You got blue LEDs in there. The outside speakers are right there, and you got LEDs in those too. In this storage compartment, you can see they're all magnetic. They just stick up there like that, no clips or anything. Get your little mini fridge. It's 110 only, so the main fridge will do 110 or 12 volt. This one will only have power when you're plugged in. You have cable hook up here. You have your 110 hook up here as well, and just some extra storage. And then this storage compartment over here is the complete pass-through. So it goes from one side all the way to the other. You get plenty of room there, and then it has a light in it as well. Down here, you have your propane tank. You have one over here, and then you have one in the same spot on the other side. Alright, so under the 36 BHQ, in this front compartment, you'll have your battery, and we did put a brand new interstate battery on it. It's a deep cycle. You have it right here. The inverter for the fridge is mounted on the wall right there. You have a 12 volt disconnect right here. You can turn it on or off depending on what you want to do. Usually you're going to turn it off if you're storing it for an extended period of time. That way you don't drain the battery out. Over here, these are your battery vents. This is your outside leveling control, so if you don't want to do it inside, you can do it out here. Hit up and down at the same time to turn that on, and then you can auto level it from out here. You can hitch height it from out here, which is going to bring the back 2 jacks up, or you can retract all from out here, which is going to bring all the jacks up. You have your docking lights, which are the lights on the front cap. You can turn them on or off. And then it is also ready for solar, so you can buy the solar panels that you just plug in, and then you can sit beside the camper. That's just going to keep battery charged while you're out camping it. Over here you have, in this driver's side storage compartment, you have your water hookup. So the one on the left top here is the freshwater hookup. That's where you're going to fill the freshwater tank. And then you're going to use your water pump, your onboard water pump to pump water through all your water lines. You have your city water right next to it. So you're going to just hook up a garden hose at your campground and just let their pressure do all the work there. Your antifreeze inlet here. So what that is for winterizing, when you're sucking antifreeze through the lines, you can go from this point here instead of having to go directly to the pump. So what you'll do, turn the water pump on, turn this valve to winterize, and then it'll suck right through here. You can suck your antifreeze right through the lines. You have your black tank flush. So what that one is just flushing the black tank. You'll pull the black valve, let all the sewage drain, leave the valve open, hook your water up, and flush clean water through the black system. Your water heater bypass is down here too. You have normal and bypass. Bypass is up, normal is over like that. Outside shower, it's got hot and cold water. You have your cable hookup, and you have a satellite hookup over here too. And then at the bottom, you have a drain for this cap here you can take off, and you can run all your water lines through the bottom, all your cable and satellite lines through the bottom here. That way you can keep this compartment door closed while you're hooked up. If you come back here, this is the water heater. You have your check valve on top here. Your element is right there, your electric element. Drain plug down here on the bottom, that's an 1 1/16 size socket. And then your electric water heater button over here is on right now. We do have hot water. It's on, and you want to make sure to turn it off before you leave the campground every time. We're just looking at the gray and black water draining on it. You see you got a valve here. That is going to drain the gray water for the kitchen. And gray and black, you have 2 grays, you have 1 black. Everything drains right here in this one spot. So you just have 1 sewer hose and that's it. But this is going to drain the gray in the kitchen. This is going to be the black, so the toilet. And then this one down here is going to drain the gray in the bathroom, so your sink and your shower. Alright, so we're on the back of this Sabre 36 BHQ. It does come with your luggage rack. Put your coolers, bikes, whatever you want to put on it. It'll fold down like this. You can travel with it like that, or you can unpin it and raise it back up like it normally sits. You can travel with it like that, however you want to do it. It does have a ladder where you can access the roof if you want to. You want to get up there and check it. And then it also comes with the backup camera prep. So if you want to put a backup camera on it, you can. It's up there, everything's ready, everything's wired, and ready for it. And then it comes with the spare tire. It's a full-size spare. It stays back there, so it'll be there. It comes with the 50 amp power cord. It's 50 amp because you have 2 ACs. But it's 50 amp, 30 feet, and then it'll be rolled up in the front compartment. Detachable. It has a spin lock on it where you push it forward and just thread it on. That way it doesn't pull out if you walk by it or bump into it. And it does have the tube style bumper. You just pop this cap off, and then you can throw your sewer hose in there and store it when you're not using it.